Alright, they can hear us, but they can't see us yet. Welcome everyone to Restorative Yoga. Take a minute to grab your mat, to grab your block, to grab your tea, whatever you'd like before you start. Things to the earth, to this wonderful sacrament. The purpose of our restorative session is to drop into a state of full relaxation, even within our short 30 minutes together today. Okay, I'm going to start this one. I think I'm live. There we go. All right. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Restorative Yoga. Amanda, standing woman here with Breath.Dance. And my dear sister and love, Amy, practicing with us today. In the corner of your screen, you can keep eyes on one or both of us to see how these poses may shift for you, depending on where you're at in your body. So let's begin our practice today, just coming into a comfortable seat. If you have your block or a bowl or a cushion or a blanket, in restorative, we have all these props. This is going to lengthen the spine and neutralize the lower lumbar. And I invite you to close down the eyes. Just begin to take a couple of deep, full, restorative breaths. Allowing the exhales to settle you into your seat, feeling grounding qualities as you anchor into the earth. And at the same time, feeling a lifting sensation move up from in front of your lap, up through the front of your body, and up through your brow. Feel this lifting sensation move through your heart and your shoulders and your crown. Connecting with the breath as you feel these dual sensations, anchoring and lifting. Three, two, and one. Inhale, open the eyes, lift the shoulders up to the ears, roll them back down. Again, shoulders lift and roll away. 3, 2, and 1. Pausing here at the center, let's switch directions. Inhale moves them back and up. Exhale drops them forward. Connect with your breath. 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, release the shoulders, settle into the seat. And move some opening movements in. Lift the elbows away from the body, let the hands kind of hang down. We're going to scoop with the elbows up and back. If you want, you can bring your hands to shoulders if that feels better, or you can keep them up for a little bit more burn through the shoulders. Connect with your breath. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, lift the right shoulder. Extend left arm up and over, placing the hand on the elbow. Inhale, lengthens the spine. Exhale, hinge slightly over to your left. Just a little bit here. Don't overstretch the low back. We really want to feel this stretch through the outside of the shoulder and armpit. Connecting your breath as you hold. Inhale, extend both arms overhead. Exhale, bend the left elbow, bring right hand to the right elbow and hinge over on an exhale. Connecting with this breath as you feel the stretch through the shoulder. Inhale, release, extend arms overhead. Exhale, sweep your hands down, fingers to the earth. Feel the sensation as the blood flow shifts down away from the shoulders, down over the arms, through the fingertips. Breathing in through the brow, through the third eye. Imagine the breath drawing in and melting down over the jaw and neck, over the shoulders, down through the arms, all the way into the fingertips and out. We'll connect with these restorative breaths through the third eye with 3 of your natural breaths. Plant your right hand. Inhale, left hand reaches to the sky. Exhale, hinge over as you ground into your right hand. Left fingers reach, feeling the opening now through the top of the hip flexor and into the side body. Big breaths fill you up. Exhales, lengthen. Inhale, we rise. Right arm reaches, opposite left hand. Open your wings wide. Exhale, left hand to the earth. Inhale, right arm lifts. Exhale, hinge over as you ground into your left hand. Extend. Belly in the rib cage. Exhale, extend. Eyes. Reach the right fingertips opposite of the left. Extend as far as you can. Exhale, float right hand to the earth. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, hands through heart center. Pause here for a breath. Coming to your intention. We'll exhale. Come over the knees on 4s. If you have sense, you can use a blanket as a cushion to support that area in the body. Wrists are under elbows, knees under hips. Inhale, lower your belly, lift the head and tail. Reach the tail far behind you. Exhale, press the earth away as the navel hugs in and you round out through the back of the heart. Inhale, lower the belly, lift head and tail, moving through your cow. Exhale, rounding out. Again with your breath, inhale, lift the heart, lift the head. Exhale, round out. Open mouth exhales. Inhale, come to a neutral tabletop position. We'll start to rotate the hips, stirring the hips in one direction. Feel free to open this movement up, make it organic. Walk the hands forward so you can level out the hips and reach it back. Or simply work through the hips and the spine. Move in a way that feels good for your body, that feels supportive, that restores your sense of being, that doesn't push too far. Allowing the connection with your breath and your movement to lead the way. Three, two, and one. Bring the knees to the edges of your mat as your toe mounds kiss. Bend your knees, sit your hips back to the heels, reach arms overhead for child's pose, Bhaktasana. Press the hands into the earth to plug the sit bones in. Lengthen through the spine. Roll the shoulders back away from the ears and then melt to the earth. Big full belly breaths here, in through the nose and out through the mouth. Inhale, rinsing. Exhale, flushing. Releasing tension and busy thoughts. Inhale, press gently away from the earth. Lift just enough as you ground into your left hand to thread right arm under and through. Open the palm to the sky. You can stay here for support. For more shoulder stretch and heart opening in this posture, bring the top hand around to the small of the back. Connect with your breath here as you enjoy this outer shoulder stretch. Three, two, and one. Press into the left hand as you unthread. Right hand comes onto the earth and extend your left arm under and through as you thread the needle to the other side. Turning your palm to the sky. Right arm keeps extending forward to lengthen through the spine. For more of a stretch through the shoulder, weave the hand to the back opposite hip. Big full belly breaths in your twist here. Inhaling to rinse, exhaling to flush. Inhale, unwind. Press into your extended hand. Unthread the needle. Reach both arms overhead. Bringing forehead to the earth or to your block. Bend the elbows, prayer hands together, come behind the head. Walk the elbows a little closer together here. Inhale, extend the arms overhead. Peel up off of the earth onto all fours. Walk the hands under the shoulders. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, bend your knees. Step the foot lightly to the front edge of the mat. Stacking left knee over ankle. Active core picks us up. Arms rise to the sky, Anjaneyasana. For more support, you can be up here with stacked hips and knees. For more depth, sink to the earth. Listen to your body as you drop into that right psoas. For more opening through front body, interlace fingers and reach to the back of the room. Connecting with your breath. Fire the front toe into the mat for stability. Inhale, bring the gaze forward and hands to heart center. We'll fill up on an in-breath. Exhale, twisting to your left, hook the elbow over knee, finding a twisted lunge. Hinge the heart forward slightly, prayer hands press together. Gaze over your back shoulder. Inhale, fill up, square the shoulders forward. We'll plant the hands. Heel toe the foot back into your tabletop. Hands walk under shoulders. Inhale, lifts your right leg. Exhale, bend your right knee. Step the foot all the way through to the front edge. Firing the front foot into the earth, knee stacked over ankle, arms rise, pick it up. Feel your core here sink into the psoas. If it feels good to your body, you can pulse in and out, finding a deeper stretch and then backing off lightly. Three, two, and one. Inhale, prayer hands come together. Your elbows bend as we twist to the right. Gaze looks out over your right shoulder. Inhale, square the shoulders forward. Hands will frame your front foot as you step the right foot back into tabletop. Walk the hands forward, one handprint, curl your toes under, peel the knees off the earth as the hips reach to the sky. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Your heels can descend toward the earth here, pedaling one leg out at a time. Connect with your breath. Connect to the space between the stillness and the movement. Find your stillness. Spread the feet out towards the edges of the mat as heels descend. Press into the hands as you press the heart forward. 3 open mouth exhales. If you have your blanket in the middle of your mat, scoot it up a little farther just behind your hands. We're going to bend your right knee, stepping the foot to the center of your mat. And then bring your left knee all the way up to the back of the left wrist. The blanket is here to support your knee as you rotate the foot over towards the right side of the mat. Extend the right leg out behind you. You have a couple options for your props here in this pigeon pose, and I'll show them all to you. You're on your blanket for support. An option is to bring your bolster or a rolled up blanket parallel along the front edge of your mat in between your hips. This will settle both hips onto the bolster, keeping them level. If you don't have a bolster at your disposal, you can work with a yoga block to support the hip of your front leg and keep the hips square. There's another option with this block, and you can use this with your bolster too, is to create a gap between the lower hip and the back of the heel, keeping that space open. So there's definitely different options you can work with in this king pigeon. Wherever you decide to be supported, I'm going to go back with my bolster. Feels real nice. We're going to lift through the heart. And just intend to ground down through your hands as you feel that same lift moving up through the front body and out through the crown. Fill up on an inhale. Exhale, you can hinge down. Another opportunity for props here, bringing forearms to your block. You can support yourself right here, letting the head hang, releasing the cervical vertebrae. Another option is to bring the forearms to the sides of the block, bring hands together in front of the block and rest the forehead, lengthening the cervical vertebrae. And of course, if you have multiple pillows and bolsters, you could prop one up under your chest right here. The more props, the better in these restorative practices. Allowing the breath to cultivate space around the hip flexor. Inhaling, rinsing out the piriformis, and as you exhale, flushing it out. Inhale, slowly walk the hands in toward the body. Lift through the heart. And exhale, adjust in a way that you can remove your prop. We'll bring your hands to the earth. And heel toe your back toes in so you can curl them under. We're going to step that left foot straight back into our straddled downward dog. Pedal out here. Send the hips side to side. Feel the difference in the legs and the circulation happening now. Your left leg will be a little tingly now. Inhale, find stillness. We'll take 3 open mouth exhales. Inhale, step your left foot into that center line of the mat. Exhale, bend the right knee. Bring it all the way forward onto your blanket, right behind the right wrist. Beautiful. Dial your foot over to the left as you extend right leg out behind. Working with your props. If you did it one way on the first side, try to mimic that side. And if it doesn't work on that one, here's an alternative. So if that's too deep, and it might be, just come around into a supine position and take that front leg and bring it into a figure 4. You're going to get the same stretch through the outer hip flexor here without the impact from the gravity of your body. So this is an excellent restorative option to get into that space. We'll begin, if you're up, lifting through the heart. How many ways can you get into pigeon? I'm going to try all of them today. Lifting through the heart, expand. Feel the hips ground into the earth. If that feels like it's too much extension for the low back, bring the hands much farther forward so that the shoulders support that weight. Just imagine that grounding energy and that lifting energy moving up through the front of the body as the hips ground. Inhale fills you up. Exhale, hinging down. Forearms can come to block for step one. Nodding the head yes and no between the biceps. For more depth and a different sensation, bringing the forearms to the sides of the block and bringing the head to the earth or to the block. Wherever you are, letting the breath travel into that hip flexor. Inhales, rinsing it out. Exhales, flushing out toxins and tension. Inhale, begin to slowly rise. Walking hands in toward the body. On our way out this time, we're going to remove our bolster. We're going to drop that hip to the earth and rotate down to a seated position. You can bring your blanket under your seat. Take a moment to make rooted adjustments here. I'm going to look and see what it is. Okay, we're almost done. We'll come into a seated position. Closing down the eyes, growing long in the spine. Giving gratitude for this little moment of time to be present in the body. To take a moment of reset before we move into the rest of our day. I'm in so much gratitude for the opportunity to be able to come together, to breathe and to move. With you in your home or at work, wherever you are, I thank you so much for taking this blessing for you today and for offering me this blessing of purpose. Thank you so much. Thank you, Amy, for practicing with me today and being vulnerable and brave. It's beautiful, and I'm grateful. Bringing hands to heart center. The space in me that exists in the unknown, trying to be known, sees and experiences you and celebrates your unknown. Namaste. Blessings to everyone. Thank you for coming. We'll see you soon. Same time, same place, Tuesday, Thursday. Let's play.